a comfortable passing of the bill in the parliament, but we're going to see discussions in both houses as well. Let me introduce guests joining us this morning as well. Mohan Krishna, the former media advisor to Basuraj Bommai, the ex-Chief Minister of Karnataka. We have R. Rajagopalan, senior journalist, and Nikul Patel from the Congress party joining us. Mr. Mohan Krishna, I want to begin with you on why you think the opposition leaders are opposing the Waqf. The Ajmer Dargah chief, the Bishop Council has come out in support, but those who have come out in support of the amendment have been called nothing but dalal. They've been accused of giving into the BJP pressure. Why is it that the opposition leaders continue to oppose any amendment to Waqf?
Very good morning to you and Pratibha, and very good morning to everybody. This is a very big day for the governance of the country. In the last 75 years, there was a lot of misdeeds done by the Congress. Right from day one, as Mr. Modi, Honorable Prime Minister of the country, has took over the charge in 2014, a continuous process of reformation of the laws is taking place. This is one among them, and the next will be, as everybody is expecting, the UCC probably. Coming to the point of why the opposition is so, jittery about this and putting fear-mongering amongst the people. In 2013, when they passed the bill, can anyone remember here that how much of time was given for the opposition to speak about the Waqf bill? That's one point. Why they were in a hurry to pass the bill in 2013? Was they expecting that they will be out of power in 2014? That's another point. Very importantly, Mr. Amit Shah, the Honorable Home Minister of the country, has got clear vision with the Prime Minister of the country, and the whole cabinet, whole country is with this government.
You know, the BJP, in fact, the Union Home Minister has also said very clearly that it is about accountability, that it's not about religion, it is about accountability. The opposition may be trying to bring in religion to it, but when this is about land in the country, then it's not about religion, it's about accountability. That's the claim that has come in from the BJP time and again. In fact, it has also given out the details of the amendment that have brought in to the Waqf bill. In fact, the opposition leaders, though, continue to say this. There was a meeting of the India Bloc leaders as well that was held yesterday. The India Bloc leaders have decided to all unanimously oppose the amendment to the Waqf bill. But interestingly, an ally within the India Bloc, that is the Shiv Sena, the Uddhav faction, has not taken a decision yet on what their stand is going to be. Initially, when they were asked about it, they were saying time and again that they're going to wait for the decision to come in from the allies within the NDA, that is Nitish Kumar, for the decision to come in from Chandrababu Naidu, saying questions to be asked to them, and they will reveal their stand only after that. So they've not taken a stand yet. The opposition leaders, though, have continued to say that these changes will be opposed.
The introduction stage itself, India Alliance parties and all, along with other like-minded parties, on the introduction stage itself is opposing the anti-constitutional provisions of Waqf bill. Waqf bill, the amendment bill, basically it is a targeted legislation, and it is fundamentally against the constitutional provisions. We will strongly oppose the provisions which are anti-constitutional on this issue.
देखिए, ये बिल जो है प्रथम दृष्टया भारत के संविधान की मूल आत्मा के खिलाफ, ये देश को बांटने का प्रयास है। इंडिया गठबंधन पूरी शक्ति के साथ ऐसे किसी प्रयास को नकार देगा, पूरी शक्ति से विरोध करेगा जो देश के संविधान की मूल भावना के खिलाफ है। भारतीय जनता पार्टी संविधान नहीं मानती, ये साफ हो। पूरा देश देख रहा है नीतीश बाबू आपकी तरफ, पूरा देश देख रहा है नायडू जी आपकी तरफ। चिराग जी कहाँ हो? सबके चेहरे बेनकाब हो जाएंगे।
जेपीसी बनी इसके ऊपर, तो विपक्ष सब इकट्ठे थे, हम लोग आज भी इकट्ठे हैं, क्योंकि बिल में जो कुछ चीजें उन्होंने लाई है वो देश को विभाजन की तरफ लेके जाएगी, प्रताड़ित करने वाली है। इसलिए उसके ऊपर जो बिल आ रहे, तो बिल में उन्होंने सुधार लाए कि नहीं जो हमने प्रस्तावित किए थे उनको, क्योंकि जेपीसी खत्म हुई, जेपीसी में वो क्लॉज टू बैक क्लॉज चर्चा भी नहीं हुई, फिर क्या करें? कल हम लोग चर्चा करेंगे, हम लोग कोई पूरा चर्चा करेंगे, हमें जो मुद्दे रखने वो रखेंगे।
हम वाच कर रहे हैं कि सौगाते मोदी वाले क्या कर रहे हैं। जेडीयू टीडीपी के सांसद क्या रुख अपनाने वाले हैं। जब जेपीसी बन गई, जेपीसी में सुझाव हो गए, सबने अपने अपने सुझाव दिए, हमने भी सुझाव दिए। देखते हैं, अभी रात तो बाकी है ना, हम उन पर नजर बनाए हुए हैं।
All right, so you heard what the opposition leaders have said, and listen to some of the claims that they have been making, that this will bring a divide within the society. This is going to target the Muslim community. These are some of the claims that the opposition leaders have been making time and again. How is it going to bring a divide when there are leaders from within the Muslim community, from within the Christian community, that are extending support to the amendment, saying accountability is the need of the hour, there needs to be transparency in the Waqf. Why is it that the opposition leaders seem rattled and they continue to say that this is unacceptable? We'll talk about that as well. My colleagues continue to stay with us. Let me go across to Rishabh as well. Rishabh, in the parliament in just a short while from now, the bill will be introduced. It will be back for the discussion. But it has come after multiple meetings of the JPC that had taken place as well. But yesterday as well, we had a meeting of the India bloc leaders, and they've decided to unanimously reject it, to oppose it completely. The question is, of course, on what the Shiv Sena UBT stand is going to be. A lot of interest over that. What is the opposition strategy going to be?
Well, Pratibha, good morning. Definitely, on the floor of the House, it would be very, very interesting to see who says what. 8 hours of discussion is what we are given to understand, out of which, talking about opposition, Congress will speak about 1 hour 40 minutes. So 100 minutes for Congress. Who all will be speaking, yet not clear. Congress has a parliamentary meeting at around 9:30. There they'll decide who the speakers would be. BJP has announced their speakers. The first speaker from BJP would be Jagdambika Pal, followed by Nishikant Dubey and other leaders from BJP in Lok Sabha. 8 hours of discussion, definitely what we are given to understand. Initially, many suggested that opposition will walk out, there will be ruckus on the floor of the House. But yesterday at the meeting, all the leaders were clear on two things. A, none of the parties will walk out from the parliament, and they will ensure that they remain there till the voting happens. B, they all will unanimously and vehemently oppose the Waqf bill. As per many, be it Congress, be it NCP Sharad Pawar, be it others, many say that this is a bill that is unconstitutional, against Article 36 of Constitution, and it cannot be taken in the letter and spirit the way
so
government is portraying it.
So the opposition is also going to be holding meetings, isn't it, Rishabh? And they have decided to oppose the bill. My apologies, do request you to stay with us, because we also want to bring in what Union Minister George Kurian has said. And Mohit has spoken to him, and the minister also cited the support that came in for the Waqf Amendment bill. It's not just the chief of the Ajmer Dargah. There are several members of the Christian community as well who have come out in support of the amendment. And the Union Minister said that will the MPs in Kerala and the India bloc really come out in support of the amendment or not? Because the Christian community has also cited examples of how several families have been suffering because of the Waqf in the current form. So he spoke about the test for the opposition leaders on whether they will listen to what the leaders of the Christian community are saying.
We're right now being joined by Union Minister George Kurian. So today is the big day when the Waqf Amendment will be tabled in the Parliament. We know for a fact when we talk about Kerala, 4 prominent Christian organizations have come up and they have supported the Waqf Amendment, and they have asked the Congress, the left MPs to come out in support of the Waqf Amendment bill. How do you see this? How big is the day today?
See, the people of India want the bill be passed. All section of people are asking for that. Not only the KCBC, Kerala Bishop Council, the CBCI, the Bishop Council of India, they are requesting all MPs to support this bill. That means all community, all political party, all the people, they want the bill be passed. That is the reason, and in Kerala that Munambam is there. Their Velangani church is there, cemetery is there, convent is there, all they are claiming that the Congress and Communists, they are telling that it is Waqf, that they are together in Kerala. And the church, they are challenging it. That is happening there.
Also, sir, yesterday Kerala Congress MPs held a meeting, but the Congress have their stand clear. They will be opposing the Waqf Amendment Bill. How do you see this? Because the opposition parties say that it will snatch away the right of the minority. So that, you think that is a fear-mongering done by the political parties just for the sake of appeasement politics?
See, all the MPs, especially from Kerala, they have to think twice whether they have to follow the whip or the will of the people. That is there, and that is why I am requesting all MPs, all across all parties, to support this bill for the nation and this United India. I request them to support this bill.
So when it comes to the NDA partners have also issued the whip. Now, in all likelihood, they might support the bill today. How do you see this? What exactly will happen today when it comes to the NDA, sir? Because the opposition has been raising questions on the TDP or the JDU and saying that they should oppose the bill. How do you see that, sir?
See, the poor Muslims and connected to these all societies, they are supporting this bill. And all political parties got the pulse of the people, and because people are supporting. That is why I think all MPs will think twice in opposition. They also, you see today and tomorrow, some MPs also will be voting for this bill.
So you're hopeful that today this bill, when it will be brought in the Lok Sabha, it will be passed by the majority, and in the end, the amendment that are required for the Muslim community in the country will take place finally.
See, it will be helping the poor Muslims, and they will be supporting. Only few people, Mutawallis and that people only opposing this one. And because of political reasons that this Congress and Communists, they want to show that they are against Modi ji. They are opposing for the namesake only.
Thank you for speaking to us. So that was George.
Okay, all right. So there you heard it. That's the stand of the government on the same. They say that the opposition leaders are not taking a stand and are opposing the Waqf bill only for, not for their vote bank, but for their own gains. That's the charge that has come in from the government. A lot more to speak about, especially considering what the opposition has been saying. What are the changes that have been brought into the Waqf Amendment bill as well? All of that and much more after a very short break. Stay with us. Welcome back. Just hours to go for the Waqf Amendment Bill to be brought into the Parliament at 12 noon. It will be brought in, before which the opposition leaders are also going to be holding discussions on their stand on the same. But let's get you more breaking updates now coming in as the clamour grows against the Waqf Amendment Bill. In the latest, now AIMIM has yet again said that the centre's intentions are malafide. The AIMIM leader, Waris Pathan, going on to say that the centre wants to usurp Waqf land, and that's the charge, remember, that the AIMIM has been making time and again, that this is going to be a ploy for the centre to take away land that belongs to the Muslim community.
जो स्टेक होल्डर है इस वक्फ के सिलसिले में वो मुसलमान है। ना तो बिल लाने से पहले मुसलमानों से कोई बात की गई, ना बिल के दौरान जब बिल पेश हुआ जेपीसी बनाई गई, ना मुसलमानों की किसी बात को कंसिडर किया गया। तो हम समझते हैं कि बीजेपी का ये कम्युनल एजेंडा है, ये डिस्क्रिमिनेटरी बिल है, ये बिल एंटी कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल है।
जाहिर है कि जो इरादा कर लिया है हुकूमत ने वो पेश तो करेगी ही है। हकीकत में ये मुसलमानों के साथ में धोखा है। वो हुकूमत की नीयत जो है वो खराब है। चूंकि वक्फ की जमीन जो है ये कोई गवर्नमेंट की नहीं है, ये हमारे जो आबा व अजदाद थे, जो हमारे बुजुर्ग थे, उन्होंने कौम के नाम अपनी जमीन दी है।
Let's go across to my colleague Shomit joining us on the broadcast. He's joining us from Hyderabad. Shomit, the AIMIM has said time and again that it is opposing the amendment to the Waqf bill because the Muslim community is going to be affected. OAC going so far as to say that the target is going to be mosques and dargahs. Now, in a few hours, the Waqf amendment bill will be brought into the parliament.
Well, that's true, Pratibha. Big day for the NDA and also even opposition. And when it comes to the MIM, he has been, MIM chief Asaduddin Owaisi, he's been upping his voice since many days and he's been attacking, the centre, the NDA, and even questioning Chandrababu Naidu and Nitish Kumar. And he has been saying that the lands belongs to the mosque. And we are standing right now in Guttala Begumpet in Madhapur. This is the prime land, and actually 90 acres worth over 6,000 crores. And even we are being joined by the president of the association here, Mr. Devendra Reddy. Thanks for speaking to Times Now. How did Waqf Board claim your land? What was that simple term which they used? And they have also won the land in the apex court, Supreme Court, lower court, high court, in all the courts.
Yeah, actually they are selling. Actually they are claiming this is औरंगजेब का लैंड है. औरंगजेब गिफ्ट दिया है, ओरल गिफ्ट दिया है हमारा को, इसलिए हम इसके ऊपर केस डाल रहे हैं. 1996 में हमारा ऊपर केस डाला है लैंड ग्रैबिंग कोर्ट में. लैंड ग्रैबिंग कोर्ट में वो लोग हार गया है. सुप्रीम कोर्ट हाई कोर्ट बेंच में गया है, उधर भी हार गया है. डबल बेंच में हार गया है. सुप्रीम कोर्ट चले गया है, सुप्रीम कोर्ट में भी वो हार गया है. फिर बाद में आके एक मस्जिद बनाया हमारा ऊपर, हमारा लैंड कब्जा करके बना के. ये लैंड यूजर बोल के हमारा को 2018 में फिर नोटिस दिया है, हम लैंड यूजर है बोल के. लैंड यूजर बोल के हमारा को ये पूरा नोटिस देके फिर एक बार सेकंड टाइम हमारा ऊपर लिटिगेशन डाल के ये पूरा हमारा को सता रहे.
और सर अभी इतना सता है आपको, आपके पास 100 साल के ऊपर लैंड रिकॉर्ड्स है. फाइनली आज बिल इंप्लीमेंट होने वाला है, उसमें अमेंडमेंट्स होने वाले हैं. और इस मामले में आपका क्या कहना है? और आपका लैंड जो लोग इतने सालों से आप और आप जितने भी लोग यहाँ पे स्ट्रगल फेस कर रहे हैं, आपको आपका लैंड मिलने वाला है आगे जाकर, ये उम्मीद है आपको. आप क्या कहना चाहेंगे इस बिल पे, और आप क्या कहना चाहेंगे सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट के लिए?
100% वी आर वेलकमिंग दिस बिल. एक्चुअली ये अभी 30 साल से हम लड़ रहा. ऑलमोस्ट 400 लोग इधर पूरा प्लाट बना के अदर पोजीशन में रह के ये लोग हमारा ऊपर एक बार डाला, एक बार लिटिगेशन कंप्लीट हुआ, सेकंड बार लिटिगेशन स्टार्ट किया. अभी हाईकोर्ट में भी अभी सेकंड बार भी हार गया वो लोग. क्या है ये हमारा, ये तेलंगाना के ऊपर 1954-55 कासरा पहानी है तो टाइटल क्लियर है. हम 1954-55 कासरा पहानी वी हैव. 1915 से अभी तक 2024 तक पूरा रेवेन्यू रिकॉर्ड्स हमारा फेवर है.
तो वक्फ बोर्ड के पास क्या प्रूफ है?
वो लोगों के पास कुछ भी प्रूफ नहीं है. वो लोग खाली ऐसा ओरल गिफ्ट दिया औरंगजेब बोल के, ओरल गिफ्ट दे दिया बस. उसके पास एक कागज भी नहीं है.
तो आप उम्मीद करते हैं कि आपकी लैंड, ये वक्फ अमेंडमेंट बिल पास होने के बाद आपकी लैंड आपको मिलेगी?
100% वी आर एक्सपेक्टिंग दैट. कई को बोले तो इतना साल से हम इधर परेशान हो रहा. ये क्या है, ये वोट बैंक पॉलिटिक्स से हम बहुत इधर प्रॉब्लम फेस कर रहा.
Basically what I want to say is they are expecting that they'll get their land back. Several victims are affected and big day for them as well, apart from the NDA.
Yes. Absolutely, because Shamit, there are several such stories from across the country of people who have been forced to give up their land. And, there are some villages that are thousands of years old, temples that are thousands of years old that have been taken over by Waqf, and that's the reason why the government has also said that the common man, the Muslims of the country are going to welcome the amendment in Waqf. Mr. Rajagopalan continues to stay live with us, and so is Nikul Patel. But before I go to Nikul Patel, Mr. Rajagopalan, let me take this to Mr. Nikul Patel first to ask him what is the opposition that the Congress party had, because the opposition continued to say that you're bulldozing your way through the parliament. They called for a JPC. The JPC was held. Amendments have been made to the bill as well. Why is the Congress party still continuing to oppose it? Is it, as Imran Masood himself has come out to admit, that it's because of the vote bank, that voters will remember and teach a lesson?
See, firstly, I would like to let you know that in a democratic process, it is an opposition is the word which reflects that whatever contention is there is raised by the party. Then you say that we are opposing it. Firstly, I would like to say that the amendments were brought in 1995 as well as 2013. That doesn't mean that this amendment we are opposing completely. The way in which the entire process has been taken off, right?
Okay.
Over here, you see the clauses.
Dr. Nikul Patel, just a moment. We have Varis Pathan of the AIMIM also joining us on the broadcast. Varis Pathan of the AIMIM with us. Good morning and thank you for joining us. Varis Pathanji, what is the opposition to the Waqf? Because the government says the opposition had told some changes. The government has brought it in. So why fearmonger?
Let us see what bill do they bring in today in the parliament. Our president will be there and there will be a discussion on the bill. They have given 8 hours time, which I think is small. They should give much more time to the opposition to make their points. And as we have been saying that this is totally an unconstitutional bill, it is a draconian law. The intentions of the BJP are mala fide. The intention is not to save our Waqf property. The intention is to usurp our Waqf land. It belongs to our Muslim community, and most of the things, only things of masjids, our religious places, our graveyards, our orphanages. So why do they want to get the bill when there is already Waqf board, Waqf tribunal is there to safeguard, and everybody is aggrieved by the tribunal order? They can very well move the High Court in revision. But they are spreading lies.
But Mr. Waris Pathan, how is it going to affect mosques? How is it going to affect dargahs?
See, this is a totally unconstitutional because the violation of Article 14, 24, 25 and 26. Is there any Muslim in the Hindu Endowment Board? Will you allow any Muslim to take part in the Hindu Endowment Board as a member? No. But you want to have two non-Muslims in our Waqf board. This is not interfering into our religious matters. There are several Hindu Endowment Board is there. Then 6 have got their board, but nobody would allow any non-practicing Hindu in that board. So why do they want to interfere? There is a law of limitation.
That this pertains to land, and this pertains to land that belongs to all communities. In fact, we've also brought out stories of several members of the Muslim community who have lost their land, members of the Christian community who have lost their land.
You are wrong. Allow me, you are wrong, madam. The Waqf land belongs to the Muslim community. It is given as a charity by our people, and is the name of Allah. So it is a property belonging to Allah. It's a private property. It's not a government property. Why do they interfere into a private property? Why do they want? There's Limitation Act. It is not there. What about work by user? They will go for litigation. And SGM and collector, who are they to decide whether this property is work or no? That is why we say this is totally unconstitutional bill, and the BJP must withdraw this bill.
But Mr. Waris Pathan, what would you say to those who say that the opposition is to accountability in the case? Because they say that there are certain cases, and there are some bizarre cases that have come in as well. 1,000-year-old villages entirely being claimed by Waqf suddenly, in Kerala as well. Over 600 families, Christian community, who are suffering because of the same. Okay, we don't have Waris Pathan with us. But this is the question that the opposition leaders have dodged time and again. They say it's unconstitutional. They say the Muslim community is going to be affected. They say that it is unacceptable. But why is it? They say that this has been gifted by the Muslims. But what about the cases? And there are multiple such cases that we have brought to you as well. From villages, including temples that are over 1,500 years old. How is it that Waqf can claim that the land belongs to them? And the Waqf, as of now, in the current form says, once a Waqf, always a Waqf. Is this acceptable in a democracy? Can it not even be challenged? And that's where the question comes in as well. Dr. Rajagopalan, questions being raised time and again by the opposition saying it's unconstitutional. Next, they're going to target the dargahs and mosques. What would you say to that? They say that this is land that belongs to the Muslims. The government is targeting that.
I would like to say to the Muslim community that by tonight at 9 p.m. or 10 p.m., this will become a law. Once it goes to the Rajya Sabha, it will become a law. Government is safe. Government has numbers. And above that, Swati, I would like to say, I expect a violence during the introduction of the bill because Samajwadi Party MPs and Muslim MPs from Kerala are going to snatch that bill from Mr. Kiran Rijiju's hands. So therefore, Lok Sabha is going to create a turmoil. The opposition has no role. Congress is divided. Kerala Congress MPs are divided. Muslim MPs are divided. Christian Council is supporting this bill. Therefore, there is a division in India Alliance. Shiv Sena is not going to support. They are going to walk out. Therefore, Mr. Rahul Gandhi is in a crisis. He has not attended the parliament for the last 4 days. Will he attend today and speak against this bill or for the bill? Because Congress is confused. Lots of MPs from Congress, they are worried about the Christian votes. Now, the RSS, which has got a Christian connection, they also got assurance from the Christian. All the Velangani in Tamil Nadu, they are supporting this bill. Kerala Congress is now in a turmoil. Therefore, it has come in a right time. I would like to tell those who want that bill to be defeated, please let the Waqf board do not do politics. Muslims are also divided. Where is the Pasmanda Muslim? Mr. Owaisi should answer. There are poor Muslims. They are having this vote bank politics and creating from this land. They are looting the system. But that's why BJP in its election manifesto in 2024, 2019, 2014 have also said वक्फ बोर्ड बिल लेके आ जाऊंगा. आज लेके आ रहा है. It's a master stroke of BJP and the government.
Okay, all right. Mr. Rajagopalan, this is a claim that has been made by the opposition, and by evening, like you mentioned, it will become a law. But the opposition leaders continue to say that these changes are going to affect the Muslim community. In fact, there are many people who have also spoken about how it should not be challenged, that the Waqf should remain as it is. They have spoken about how some of their properties have remained with them for years together, and again, the fear-mongering comes in here as well because they claim that their land will be taken away. Let's listen in.
ये कैंसिल होना चाहिए. कारण ये है कि ये जो बिल पास होने के लिए जा रहा है, ये इसमें नुकसान है मुसलमानों का. और हम ये चाहते हैं कि हिंदू हो मुसलमान हो, सब प्यार मोहब्बत में रहे. और ये क्या नाम, जिस तरह पहले से भाईचारा चला रहा है, इसी तरह चलना चाहिए. बिल में ये कैंसिल होना चाहिए कि ये ऐसा बिल ना हो. ऐसा बिल जिससे नुकसान होता है, ऐसा बिल तो पास ना होना चाहिए.
Breaking updates now coming in. The BJP leader B.L. Santosh has endorsed the Waqf Amendment Bill, emphasizing that only practicing Muslims for at least 5 years can manage the Waqf properties, and all offerings must be documented for judicial scrutiny. In fact, going on to say that this is going to be a welcome change, calling it a step towards justice. So the BJP has said this is a step towards justice, this is a step towards transparency. So in the latest statement coming in from B.L. Santosh on the same, I want to go to Nikul Patel if he's still with us. Dr. Nikul Patel, what would you say to that? Because the BJP has said very clearly this changes that are going to be brought in are not going to affect the community in any manner. It is only going to bring in transparency as well as accountability, which is the need of the hour.
See, the BJP is claiming that they want to bring the transparency, and even they are telling that the work decision cannot be challenged anywhere. That was the perception what Bharatiya Janata Party built. But definitely you can see the case study what you showed right now in the Telangana with your reporter. He approached tribunal, he approached High Court, he approached Supreme Court, he approached double bench. Everywhere he won the case, and now you can say that there is a court which is judiciary which is going to support every case. I think Bharatiya Janata Party is making this as a communal movement in the entire country, and they feel that this is how they can get more appeasement about what they want. Secondly, if you see, if they are telling that transparency, since 2014, all the board members and council members of the Waqf are appointed by the government. I think if their members are appointed by the government and they are doing some wrong things, then that is their responsibility to take care of. Now, in the case they want to bring an amendment.
Very quickly, Mohan Krishna, what do you say to that? That this is the government that is bringing in people from other religion, which is not acceptable, that their government representatives will come in. I take your point, Dr. Nikul Patel, I heard you. And in fact, I've also heard what the opposition leaders have been saying. So, okay, go on.
Let me finish first. Yeah. So now, if they really feel that they want to improve the activity as well as bring transparency to the system, it's most welcome, but they should listen the entire country also. Because all the citizens who are taking born in this country are the citizens. They are not having any opposition. But Bharatiya Janata Party feels that they want to realize people, majority people, that
Patel, I'm sure you're also aware that
Muslims, if anyone is taking call on Muslims, they are opposition. They are against Hindu. They are against country.
So, Dr. Nikul Patel, I'm sure you are also aware that the Absolutely. In fact, the JPC also held not just discussions with the opposition leaders, but they also met several people who have been affected by it, and they incorporated those changes as well. As the opposition has been saying, discussions have been going on. They have spoken to the opposition regarding the same. Multiple meetings have taken place as well. But yes, the opposition also continues to say that these changes were not brought in. With that, we're slipping into a very short break here. We'll be right back. To stay with us.